as our Toastmaster alluded to in his opening statement, spring is finally here, daffodils are blooming, tracks are opening up, people are coming out of their winter hibernation into doing things that they really love to do, biking, running outside, doing gardening, things of that nature. And I too am excited for this time because at this time, tracks are opening. I mean, by racetracks and things of that nature. And I really enjoy those kinds of things because that's kind of built into my DNA for some reason. So in the next couple of weeks, actually May 10th, Mother's Day, I will be at BMW's Car Control Clinic. Actually, it's the Advanced Car Control Clinic, the CCC. And this is a very interesting place to be. Now, I stumbled upon the Car Control Clinic of the BMW Club about 4 years ago. This is my fourth time for the Car Control Clinic. And I stumbled upon them because I was just looking at, well, what do I need to do? I can't be racing on 494 because that's just ridiculous, right? Because that's not a thing to do. And I found this club, the BMW Car Club of America's Minnesota chapter called North Star. And they have, besides the social events and the camaraderie and going back and forth in email, discussing tech topics, they have the Car Control Clinic. And what this Car Control Clinic does is allow you, in a safe environment, to figure out the limits of your car or yourself, whichever comes first. Right? So this Car Control Clinic is actually a natural evolution for them. What they allow you to do is you go through this training for the control clinic, and the next step is going to Brainerd, which is of course higher speed track, and then after that is M School or anything else. And sky's the limit if you really want to figure out where you want to be and you want to look at the dip and say, I really want to be a race car driver and I'm going to go for the SCCA championship or whatever. But this is a really great event. Now, one of the things that you have to know is a lot of the clubs, like the BMW Club, Porsche Club, all these clubs don't allow you to go on their track days to Brainerd unless you've got certification or you've been through some of their other clinics. So the BMW Club, the Advanced Car Control Clinic is one of the steps that you have to do in order to do that. So now you might be thinking, well, that's kind of, weird. Why would they not allow me to go on the track? I mean, it's an open track, right? You can do whatever you want. Well, one of the things you have to realize is the Dakota County track, you can get to maybe 60 miles an hour, but you'll run out of pavement really fast. At Brainerd, you can hit 140 plus. You can hit up turns at 140. And they really care about their lives, and they have common sense. They don't want to die, and they don't want you to be killing other people. So let's do this in a controlled environment. So what do you get out of Car Control Clinic? Well, let's talk about the location. The location is Dakota County Technical College has a track. It's about less than a mile, I would say. It's out in Rosemont. It's owned by the Dakota County Technical College, of course. And what they use the track for is training police officers, security guards, and high-speed maneuvers and things of that nature. So it's a very interesting setup for off the track. What you get from BMW Club is for $100, just $100, you get breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. You get classroom time, and you get one-on-one instruction. One-on-one instruction means there's an instructor sitting next to you in the car telling you what you need to do, how you need to focus, what you need to focus on, and they're giving you constant feedback. Now, granted, you have to have a good relationship with the instructor because every instructor knows that I might die if I don't know who this person is. So you try to get them comfortable by saying, I've been on this track, 5 times, nobody's died. I've been to Brainerd, nobody's died. I'm alive, car's alive, everything's good. And just get them in their comfort zone, and then they can give you the right feedback. And you tell them what you want to focus on. You want to focus on cornering, slalom, skid pad, limits of your car, what you think you're missing on, what you think they need to focus on, and help you get through the course so you can be better, you can be a better driver at high speed in Brainerd or even on the track. Now, I haven't been to Brainerd with the BMW Club, but I've been to Brainerd with other clubs. So what do you expect to learn out of this? You have one-on-one instruction. Well, I'll focus on a few exercises which will give you some kind of idea of what it is, a flavor of what it is. One of my favorite exercises is the slalom exercise. So slalom is like skiing slalom. You have a bunch of gates set up, and they're set up, I'd say about 15 feet apart, and the gates are designated by cones. So you basically have to snake through these cones at a certain speed. Now, there's no competition in any of this. You're doing it for yourself, you're doing it to learn. You're not doing it to compete with other drivers. You're just trying to figure out where the limits of you and your car are. So when you start out with the slalom, you usually come out very slow, 10, 15 miles an hour, and you feel the car turn, and you're turning into the left turn and the right turn, and by the end of the day, you know where the cones are, you know what the left and right edge of your car is going to be at, and you're speeding through it, and at that point, you're not using the brake anymore, you're using the throttle, the steer, and throttle, the brake, and just using the steering wheel to kind of guide the car through it, and you're sliding through it. It's a great exercise. I love doing that one. Another one is the wet skip pad. The wet skip pad is basically I'd say about about the size of this building, and it's filled with about 3 to 4 inches of water. So now, you ever want to figure out what happens to your car in a downpour and you want to hit the brakes, is it really going to stop? This is the place to do it. You take off with the instructor, you basically have 2 cones, basically where that hallway is, and you're supposed to stop right dead center of those. And you can't just stop. The instructor tells you when to hit the brakes. So he'll say something like, any cat. Anytime I mention any cats or something like that, you gotta hit the brake. If it's any other animal, you can't hit it. You go through it, and he says cat, and you slam on the brake. You don't know what the car is going to do the first time around because there's a lot of water on the track. So you figure out what the limits of your car is. This is a great exercise for you to understand how to do these things. Another exercise that they do is lane change. Now, lane change is basically you're going down a lane, and there's 2 stoplights, 2 sets of stoplights, and they're both red. And as you approach it, one of them will turn green, and that's the one you want to turn into. So, immediate response to a stimulus, very important, especially when you're coming into a traffic jam. You see a red light coming right towards it, and you're like, okay, I need to turn this way, right? So, responses of you and how your car is going to behave. Another important aspect is cornering, because every track has corners, except for NASCAR, which is one big corner, right? But to understand how you're going to go through that corner is very important, because what you see in Hollywood, cars coming in, screeching, tail sticking out, and you go, yeah! Well, that's really slow. The goal is smooth is fast, not loud is fast. Loud is slow. You want to go smooth and you want to go fast. You want to understand what the apex is, which is the inside center point of the track that you want to hit. And as you're hitting it, you have to know where your car is going to be and what the dimension of your car is. Are you going to really hit it over there, or are you going to miss it by a mile? So you tell the instructor, well, I really suck at cornering, and I don't brake well, or I brake too early or brake too late, or I do this and that. And they provide you feedback when you should brake, when you should brake, how you should approach the corner, whether you should be on the left, on the outside edge or the inside edge of every corner. And as you're hitting those apexes, they're giving you feedback, thumbs up, like, oh, you missed it by that much, you need to go in further. And of course, that comes with comfort of the car, the driver, and the instructor. Now, these are a few things that hopefully whet your appetite as to what to do, what you get out of a car control clinic. And hopefully you're not going out on 494 racing at the edge of your comfort level. Let's try to do it on the track and keep your speed on the track and not on the road.